nice segue for Vera, who's going to give us some information on some of the things about Hanukkah that you may or may not know. Vera Rabino.
So, Hanukkah is spelled several ways. There's more than a dozen ways to spell Hanukkah. It's either Chanukkah or Hanu double K or single Kah. Either way, it's still the Festival of Lights. So I have next to me several types of menorahs, which are used, and they can be made out of wood, brass, glass, edible, all different types. And a lot of people collect them. They have shelves of different types. This holiday is mostly for children, and so you can get them like a train menorah, a ballerina menorah, a basketball, a football, a gator one. It's unlimited. As long as the candles are separate from each other, the flame on the candle would have to be separate. It could be any shape. And it has to be 8 because the holiday is 8 days. And it celebrates the Maccabees who fought the Hellenistic Syrians, and they trashed the temple, and inside was a vessel of oil, and by a miracle it lasted. It was only enough for one day or one night, 24 hours, but by a miracle it lasted for 8. So that is why it's called the Festival of Lights, because at the time oil was lit and it became, with the flame was light. And it's customary to put your menorah in the window, therefore, so people can see it as they pass by your house. So therefore, we have an electric menorah also. So you have a choice. You can have an orange flame or a blue. I'm wearing blue, and the colors of the Israeli flag are blue and white. So blue is a predominant color, is associated with anything Jewish. I also have another menorah, which is metal. And it's interesting, when you put the candles in the menorah, you're putting them in from right to left. But when you light the candles, it's from left to right. And you're using the center candle, which is called a shamash. And you say a blessing over the lights. That's every night. You say a blessing. And it's traditional to give children Hanukkah gelt, which is spelled G-E-L-T. This is going to be difficult, Casey, for you. There's a lot of unusual foreign words. So gelt are coins that are wrapped. I don't have any at the moment, but they're wrapped in either silver or gold foil, and they're given to children as a gift. And the gift, or they are also given, the kids are given gifts. And in my home, when my daughter, husband, and I were a family living together, my daughter Michelle got a gift the first night, and she got a gift every night. And I made them a little larger and larger and larger, more important, so that the last night was the best gift. But everybody has their own little traditions. That was mine. And the candles are usually colored. Now, you could use crayons also as a candle, and there's all different types, or you could use oil. This menorah, this wood one here, has large cups, and you could use it. You could fill it with oil. You don't have to use candles. But I like this menorah especially because it has many. It was an artist made it, and you can.
Vera, can you hold it up? There you go.
Yep, you can see that it has many different designs on it, so that I display it all year long. That's one of my favorites. So, and the candles don't always fit the menorah. Unfortunately, they're very thin. So you have to light it, kind of melt the wax in the bottom before you stick it into the cup. Otherwise, they fall over. But I always put foil underneath my menorahs, or I put it in the sink, after they're lit. And you have to be prepared to have at least, let's see, I wrote I have a cheat sheet. You have to have 44 candles, because each night you have to replace all the candles that burned down from the night before. So that's why you need plenty of candles, little candles on hand. Also, the food that's served during Hanukkah is a tradition to have a potato latke, which is shredded potato, which you can add onion to. You can add carrots to it, shredded carrots, and you pat it into a circle like a pancake, and then you deep fat fry it, and that's served with either applesauce and or yogurt. Also, they serve jelly donuts. And the reason that they serve these fried, again, is relating to the oil, because the oil is the star of the night, more or less. That's the celebration. And let's see if there's anything else. There's also this, which is called a dreidel. Can you see that? Kind of hard with the light shining on it, but it spins, so it has a point at the end, and you spin it. And it's a game that children play. And there's a Hebrew letter on each side, which means something. So it's a game of chance in a way, because each you use either raisins or pennies or buttons, whatever is tiny that you can put in a pot. Much like a pot that you can't see that Yvonne has, something like that. And you play a game, and whoever has the most pieces at the end of the game is the winner. So it's a tradition. It's all about our religion has a lot of traditions. Passover has its own traditions. The high holidays have a tradition. So, and as Derry, exempt. By her example, that's the tradition in her family, is to make gingerbread houses. I think that about covers it. If there's any questions, feel free.
That was interesting, Vera.
Oh, thank you.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you.
My family
A lot of
loves
things-
Hanukkah. They get to have fried potato pancakes. It was always a mess in my kitchen, but it was exciting and fun. And can't wait to do it soon next week.
I will tell you that Perkins used to serve, and I hope they still do, a potato pancake that is very traditional.
Oh, you know who sells delicious potato pancakes in a box that you could put in the oven, toaster oven? Trader Joe's. They're pretty good.
Yes, I have had those,
Yeah.
but the ones that Perkins, they're very
Good to know.
large, and they are, as I said, as close to traditional, and you can ask for a side of applesauce to go with them,
Oh, thanks, Mary. Another
and
place I
they're
can
very
get
good.
Now, if only someone could come up with something gluten-free that I could have, that'd be wonderful.
Nah.
Someone told me that there's a place in town, though, in Gainesville, that makes New York style bagels. I don't know if you know about it, Randy. It's called Luke's.
Yes, it's good.
I haven't been there, but maybe I could convince him to make.
There's a long line to get those bagels.
Oh, really?
Really?
Where is it? Where is Luke?
I never went there. My husband went to pick them up, but
East side.
they're delicious. They're huge, but they're expensive.
Oh, I'll have to
Yeah.
Google
It's on-
it.
He's a nice
Luke-
guy from Jersey.
Luke's is on Main Street, right by
Oh,
Depot Park.
He's from
Oh.
New Jersey.
Oh,
Really nice guy.
thank you.
They're delicious.
Well, I feel very good about the presentations today. And
Yes.
I do too.
I'm really appreciative of this group and what you all are willing to share. Look there's Vera with her.
This is different. This is for a child, but it gives you, if you don't want to use candles or you can't burn candles, You can have something like this, which shows you, each candle
Turns.
That's great.
without,
I
Oh,
like that.
Oh, how clever.
yeah, clever.
Very.
You must have a lot of menorahs at your house.
Well, no, just I have the 3, but I also have decorations. I have something hanging from I have dreidels that are made out of foil.